Day 3 of arguments for Oscar Pistorius' sentencing in the North Gauteng High Court has adjourned, and it was a very emotional day. We'll start at the beginning, where the defense witness, Annette Vergeer, now she of course is a social worker who is a witness for the defense, she took to the stand and was cross-examined by Gerrie Nel. Gerrie Nel asking her over and over again how she came to her findings about South African prisons. Vergeer over and over asserted that she did not believe South African prisons would be a suitable place for Oscar Pistorius. She cited overpopulation and the inherent dangers in prison for a disabled person. Gerrie Nel questioned her techniques of research. He asked how she got her information. It turned out that Vergeer had phoned a correctional services department and spoken to one person. She hadn't verified this person's position or even verified the information that she was receiving over the phone. Nel pointed out that over 100 people with disabilities are incarcerated in South African prisons every year, and that wheelchairs and prosthetic limbs are not taken away from these inmates. Now, the courtroom got very emotional when the next witness was called to the stand. This is a witness for the prosecution, Kim Martins, who is in fact Reeva Steenkamp's cousin. Kim described how Reeva was the first baby she ever held. Kim was 12 when Reeva was born, and she described the incredibly close family dynamic in the Steenkamp family. She told of how the family grew up together on a small holding in Port Elizabeth, about the family's love for horses, and how everyone absolutely adored Reeva. Kim got understandably emotional when she testified about the day she heard about Reeva's shooting. In fact, Kim and her husband heard the information while driving. They heard it over the radio. Kim describes how June and Barry, Reeva's parents, were absolutely broken, and how Barry Steenkamp, June's father, gave his blessing for Kim to testify today, saying he wished he could do the same, but it would simply not be possible. He would not be able to handle it. Kim often had to take breaks during her testimony as it got too emotional, and she cried when she remembered Reeva and recounted how the family loved and missed her. Now, Gerrie Nel asked for court to be adjourned slightly earlier today in order to prepare one last question for Kim, so she'll be back on the stand tomorrow morning when sentencing proceedings will continue at 9:30 a.m. For more news on Oscar Pistorius, stay tuned to News 24 Live. You can follow us on Twitter and Facebook and subscribe to our YouTube channel.